Hello, sisters.
Welcome, goddesses.
Hi, Nancy.
Welcome,
Hi, Christine.
welcome.
Hi,
Thank you.
Regina. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Kristen.
Hey there. How
Hi.
you doing?
Hey, Shelly.
Hi,
Oh,
Shelly.
look at all these beloved ones.
Beautiful.
Happy
Oh,
solstice.
yes. Happy solstice. Welcome. And we're going to see names a little bit differently today. So if you wanted to put your name and where you're coming from in the chat, and if you want to, if you feel called, the invitation is there to drop your goddess lineage that's resonant for you as well. So if you wanted to put that in the chat, say a little hi, we would love to give you a shout out. Hello.
It is
Hi,
so
Sheila.
good to see you
Hi,
all. Hi,
Mary.
Mary. Hi, Dana. Hi, Sheila.
Beautiful. Alrighty. So again, just dropping your name and where you're from in the chat. And if you feel called, your goddess lineage that's resonant for you. Okay. And yeah, let's start today as we do that, just kind of noticing how we feel as we move in, as we share. Mary from Cape Cod. Welcome, Mary.
Hey.
I imagine it's beautiful there.
No. Yes, it
Beautiful.
is.
Yeah.
And Suzanne is back. Hi.
Welcome
Oh,
back.
how was
You.
Peru?
Sorry, I just muted.
Amazing. It was
Oh,
absolutely amazing.
Can't
I
wait.
didn't get to see anything of it other than be there.
yeah, that's wonderful.
It's probably taken 3 weeks to actually land properly.
Absolutely.
Really,
Beautiful.
yeah, really good.
Hopefully today will be an opportunity to ground those frequencies you're carrying and really illuminate and radiate out.
Yeah, I think being home has given me plenty of opportunity to ground some of it.
Wonderful.
Welcome, everyone just coming in.
Mhm.
Yeah, so those who are just popping in, we're just putting our name and where we're from in the chat. And if we feel called to, just popping in our lineage, our goddess lineage as well, if that feels resonant. So, yeah, with that being said, we're going to hop right in because we have a full hour that we don't want to waste any time today. So, my name's Sarah, and you may know Miriam as well as North Star. We are the priestesses of the Goddess Grail. So, welcome. We're so grateful you're here on this solstice. We're going to hop right in and get a little bit grounded here today. So, just letting yourself settle in and letting yourself find your seat, noticing kind of what's showing up here, what is arising for you in this moment, just as a measure to see where you are as we come out of this beautiful activation today. So let's just take a collective nice big breath in. No certain way to do it, just breathing in and just letting it go out. Beautiful. Now let's do a little bit more breath with intention. So maybe let those eyes come to a gentle close. Taking a big breath in, let's bring those shoulders up to the ears and give a squeeze. And exhale, drop the shoulder. Beautiful. Inhale once more, squeeze those shoulders up to the ears. And exhale. Wonderful. And if you feel one more, feel free to include one more cycle of breath. Beautiful. Welcome. We're going to start today with a bit of a grounding and centering before we move into our invocation and then our activation today. So, to ground into ourselves, to kind of recalibrate our nervous system. I know some of us are hopping in from work, or maybe we've been teaching classes or out with friends or just going about our daily life. So, let's kind of come into our body a little bit here before we go and explore and expand. So, the invitation to stay seated as you are is, well, if you feel pulled to lay down, you can always do that too. So just getting yourself comfy, cozy, maybe moving those fleshy areas on the bottom if you're sitting left and right so your sits bones can really ground down and root in today. Taking a big breath in as we expand that crown up to the sky, expanding and creating space for all that's going to come today. Maybe inviting a smile or sending those corners of the mouth up ever so slightly in a gentle smile. And exhale, just gently let that breath go and continuing to sit or lay however feels best for you. And just letting that breath move through you, however it's arising. No judgment, just noticing how it's coming through, noticing how the body's feeling. Bringing our attention down to our toes. Noticing what's there. Maybe there's a buzz, maybe there's a heaviness, maybe there's a sensation of aliveness. Just simply noticing. Maybe there's nothing at all, and that's okay. And then let's inhale, bringing our attention up to the crown now. Noticing any sensations that arise here, any felt senses, any thoughts as well. Noticing if the breath shifts as you bring your attention upwards too. Little cues. Beautiful. And then let's slowly imagine as we're at the crown, we're grabbing hold of a gentle bright light. And on the exhale, we're bringing that all the way down like a thread in a needle, bringing that thread all the way down, that light all the way through the body and down into our feet. Just beginning to gently open that grail a little bit. Beautiful. And just sitting here for a moment, a few rounds of breath, and intentionally breathing, noticing the body as you breathe in through the feet and up to the crown, and then back down from the crown to the heels. Inhale, toes to nose, and exhale down to that back body, head to heels, letting yourself settle in. Letting those shoulders drop a little bit more. Letting those hands relax a little bit more. Maybe rocking that jaw left and right, that mirror of the pelvis, letting it find a little bit more ease. And then bringing our attention to our feet, taking our time to arrive there. And as you land in your feet, it's almost as if you can see down into the earth beneath you. Like roots of a beautiful flower, you begin to root into the earth, into the steadiness of the summer. As we connect with those roots, our roots grounding down, supported by Mother Earth, Gaia, Pachamama. Letting her take hold to support us today. Like a gentle extension of a hand, a loving hand. Letting her help you root down and into yourself and into her and all that is. And as we inhale in, it's as though those roots are growing and becoming a stem. Breathing in, that stem comes up through that grail, up through the midline of our body, and expands up through the crown like a flower blooming, expanding up like the tree of life that embodies that grail running through us. You bloom and you expand that energy through the crown. That energy connecting and expanding like a straw opening a channel to flow through you. The light now shining down once again, being able to move through us with a little bit more ease than at the beginning. That warm golden light of the goddess coming down from the crown, maybe tickling the petals of the flowers or the leaves of the tree that has bloomed. And then moving inwards, dancing as it moves down the midline of the body, clearing anything that's no longer serving us, like a bubble being gently popped and a giggle occurring afterwards in gratitude and ease. That light continues to move down, helping clear the way for what's to come today, helping connect us down into our roots. As we root in, remembering the seasons before, the spring as we bloomed, and the winter as we hunkered down, and honoring the seasons of life, honoring our seasons of life as we take another breath in, inviting that smile to come onto the face, and maybe offering a sigh of ease and gratitude to the goddess who gather with us as well today, to our lineage that we've spoken in, and to the beautiful sisters that are sitting in circle with us today. Beautiful.
Thank you so much, Sarah. I'm going to invite us all to stay in that inward, grounded, rooted space as we turn towards our invocation. And we're going to be doing this invocation into our own Grail chalice. So some of you have been journeying with us for quite a while, and there are some new faces. So just to quickly orient you, the Grail, as we understand it, is that central channel of our energy body. It's the way that our toroidal field of our energy cycles through our body, centering in the heart and opening upward both to the celestial energies above and also downward to the terrestrial energies below. And so I invite you to maybe keep your eyes closed if that feels okay, and feel into that midline and that grail that's in your own energy field. This vessel with which we receive divine energies and then transmute our own unique expression out into the world. And once you feel connected to that holy grail within your own self, I'm going to invite us to turn towards the east. And as we turn towards the east, we open the gateway to that cardinal direction, welcoming in the spirits and guardians of the east and the element of air. And as we feel that gateway open, we invite that element of air and the spirits of wind to come and blow through our central channel, removing any stuck or stagnant energy, bringing in those energies of change and new beginnings, of possibility, of innocence, of purity, of new beginnings. And as we feel that wind cycling up and down and all around, clearing our channel, we invite in the spirits of the east. We welcome the elemental sylphs. We welcome the winged ones, the birds, the pollinators, all those beings of the air to come and be part of our ceremony today and to guard that eastern perimeter as we do our holy work together. Thank you and blessings upon the spirits of the east. And then making a quarter turn, we turn towards the south, opening that southern gateway and welcoming in the direction of the south and the element of fire. And we invite that fire element to move through our grail, purifying, illuminating, transmuting, and creating possibility in its energy. And as we feel that fire brighten up every cell in our being, awakening and enlivening every atom in our body and all the energy in our auric field, we feel that ignition of our own creativity and passion. And we welcome in the elementals of the fire salamanders, the serpents, the lizards, all the beings of the south, the lions, to stand guard at that southern perimeter, to be welcomed into our ceremony, and to guide and protect us in our work today. We thank you and welcome you, beings of the south. And then turning again a quarter turn to face the west, we invoke and open that western gate and welcome in the element of water. Feeling the waters now flowing through our own grail channel, clearing and opening us to the ability to both give and receive, to ebb and flow in harmony and balance, calling in that power of water to hold deep emotion, inspiration, poetry, mystery, magic, feeling those waters flowing through our central channel, opening us up, feeling us in that reciprocity that water teaches as it blesses our vessel. And we welcome in the elementals of the West. We welcome the undines, the mermaids. We welcome those beings of dolphins and whales that hold the ancient vibrations and the songs that keep our beautiful planet spinning in harmonic resonance with all the beings of all the galaxies and dimensions. And we ask that these ones are invited into our ceremony and stand guard at that western perimeter to protect and guide us in our work. We thank you, beings of the West. And then turning towards the north, as with our intention and attention, we open wide that northern gate and welcome in the element of earth, feeling that beautiful generative earth energy now flowing into our grails, grounding us and stabilizing us in wisdom and truth, feeling that anchoring and tethering into the land and all the beings who share our Mother Earth, welcoming in and inviting their presence all of the nature spirits and devas of the land, the elementals of the dwarves and gnomes, the fairies, the elves, the little people, and the giants, all those who share this realm from beyond the veil, and all the furry ones, all the creepy crawly ones, our beautiful soil builders, welcoming all those nature spirits to come and join us in this solstice ceremony and to protect and guard that northern perimeter as we feel too the energy of the mountains, the standing ones, the crystalline and stone ones, to hold their ancient wisdom and help raise our vibration into connection and harmony. We welcome and thank you, beings of the north. And as we feel centered in those directions all around, holding the perimeter, blessing and protecting this space, we open that upward facing cup of our grail chalice to receive the light and illumination from the great above. And we invoke and call upon the Queen of Heaven, she of 10,000 names and infinite faces. We call upon the Sky Father, the Sun, and all of the star nations who are our kin, our origin, to shine down, illuminate our path, illuminate our hearts, and open us to the infinite possibility of the cosmos. Welcoming those beings of the great above be with us today. And then seeing in that hourglass of the grail shape in our central column, we turn towards that downward facing cup, opening to receive the energies of the great below. And we call upon Mama Gaia herself, Pachamama, this beautiful Mother Earth that birthed us, holds us, nourishes us, sustains us, and will welcome us back into her arms again someday. And we call upon in our own bones and blood and in the soil beneath our feet, all of our ancestors, those of the land that we live upon, and those of our blood and heritage and lineage. Please be with us. May our work today feed you and nourish you, even as you feed and nourish us with your guidance and constant protection. Beings of the great below, please be with us today, and may our work be benefit to all who habitate these earth planes. And finally, coming to the center, maybe placing your hands on your heart as we feel ourselves balanced and so supported in all directions, as we call upon that spirit of the child of promise, great mystery, great spirit that incarnates in each one of us through that divine spark that we all share. May our work today help illuminate that spark so that it burns brightly and we may radiate the fullness of the light that we carry. Spirit of the center, keep us tethered to our own deepest purpose, our soul's truth, that we may show up in solidarity for one another in these trying times of so much shifting and such great possibility as we birth the new earth together. Taking a breath into that heart center as we land and feel all the help all around us. Feeling into our sisterhood, holding and supporting us in this ceremony today. And feeling that love that we are interweaving with one another and growing exponentially stronger and brighter. And so it is. And with that, I will turn it over to my dear sister Miriam as we embark on our journey in activation today.
Welcome, sisters. Welcome, goddesses. A reminder that each of us carries the goddess within us. Each of us is a spark of the divine, which makes us the divine herself in microcosm. And so inviting you to tune into your own divinity. We have a seat of divinity that resides just below the heart center. And so I invite you to tune in, maybe like 3 fingers width below your heart center. And if you have the capacity, you can kind of start to tap on that space, that seat just below your heart center, awakening your own divine spark and feeding her with that attention. Just like we feed the embers of a coal with our breath. And you can start consciously moving your breath through that space just below your heart, that space of your own divine ember or spark. Breathing through and inviting it to increase. Each breath empowers your own inner goddess. She of the divine flame. And starting to sense the sun above you. matter where you are in the world or what time of day or night it might be. Imagining that the sun is directly above you in this moment. And as your own divine spark is growing into a flame that grows brighter and taller, it is reaching up towards that gorgeous sunlight above you. Just the same way that a flower grows towards the sun, stretching upwards, unfolding, revealing color and texture and beauty. So too is the flower of your divinity, utterly unique, unlike any other that has ever been or ever will be. Feeling your own divinity, your divine flower, fed by that sun above you, coaxed to open up even more, to grow brighter and taller in this very, very safe container. Noticing any spaces within you that might be speaking up right now. Maybe they feel a little congested or heavy in whatever way. And noticing that the sun above you and the earth below you have forged a powerful pillar of light that runs right through you. And you can direct with attention and intention that light to move to any places of stuckness or withholding by placing your attention in that space, opening your inner ears, allowing whatever sound is wanting to be released from that space in the light of the sun. And holding the intention of allowing the dissolution of anything that is standing in your way of growing ever brighter, ever bigger, growing into the fullness of your divine human blueprint, to be met and released in that healing light of our divine sun. Feeling as if a suction is just pulling whatever does not belong inside of you up and out, releasing it utterly and completely into that beautiful golden ball of plasma above us. Allowing your awareness to travel upwards, out of your head, out of your crown, all the way up into that fiery ball of light above your head, our own divine sun. And noticing that toroidal field of energy that is running through you. So it is an upward and outward and around spiraling movement. It goes in all directions, but we're paying attention particularly to that energy that is running up through your central channel and out. own toroidal or donut-shaped energy field that emanates from your heart is aligning with the toroidal field of the sun that emanates from its very core. You are becoming as the sun in this moment. And we are connecting to the sun's own self-cleaning and clearing capacities. And so as your energy body spins and spirals along with the energy of the sun, any blockages, anything that's ready to be released, is just spiraling right out and being transmuted instantly into divine sunlight energy. Intending that this process happen across time, space, and dimensions. Any old programs or templates that you don't want to carry into the future are being released now, including ancestral imprints, anything that you might have inherited from any other version of yourself or those who came before you. You are being cleared from the inside out. And starting to notice this sparkle of light above you as you continue to reside in that space of our own divine sun. And this star directly above your head is your own star. It is your celestial home, where the totality, the completeness of your soul resides. And your soul star is wanting to return your own power, your own energy to you. And it is beginning to send down a column of light all the way down to the crown of your head, encapsulating your entire energy body as it continues to dwell in the sun space. And this light that is your unique light is also beginning to suction, to pull you in your light body upwards to merge with your own star. Allowing yourself to drift upwards, knowing that this is a homecoming of the most profound level. Welcoming any emotions or sensations or other intuitive inputs that are coming through, knowing that they are all valid, they are all welcome and embraced. As you draw closer and begin to merge with your own soul's light, anything that is not your soul's light is beginning to spontaneously release. Any energies of other people, other beings, energies of other places or spaces, just slowly drifting away, parting ways. Because this soul space, this star, is all yours and no one else's. It is a home for you. So anything not you is effortlessly released. You continue to draw upwards into that light of your soul star. As you find yourself inside this soul star space, start to sense or see that which is around you. Knowing that whatever sense or knowing is showing up is perfectly right. Not everybody sees, not everybody hears, not everybody knows. Whatever information is here for you is directly from your soul. Trust it. Trust yourself. What message does your soul most want you to know at this threshold, this sun gate? This portal to a new world. And receive it, not just intellectually, but energetically, somatically. Let it in. Allow yourself to start to become aware of another sun, the great central sun of our universe, which is above you, equal distance in proportion to that sun that is below you. Hearing that great truth, as above, so below. Starting to notice that these two suns interact. They communicate to each other and they feed each other. And together, they form a pillar of light that runs right through your soul star, suspended between them. And that divine sun above is wanting to transmit wisdom, empowerment, and information affirmation to you and through you, interchanging with our own divine sun below you. Allowing that now and tracking in your body whatever shows up and trusting it, trusting yourself here. This divine sun is attuned to your own DNA. And your DNA has been in a limited form up until now. It has not revealed the fullness of who you are. It has been scattered to the directions, confused. It has been written off as junk DNA, much of it. And together, our own sun and the great divine sun are working to rearrange and repattern your DNA according to your divine human blueprint. Allowing that now. There are prophecies of the exiles being gathered from the four directions. This is the fulfillment of that prophecy on the most personal level, allowing your exiles to be gathered up and reunited in their highest unfoldment, in their highest patterning. Noticing that as they all move into their highest places, they are also beginning to sing and shine and glow with the crystalline light from within. That light is singing as they all move into resonance together. And that singing of the crystalline DNA at the core of you is shaking off old carbon coverings to allow your inner diamond to shine. Your crystalline DNA has a song all its own, just as your divinity has a beautiful flower patterning all its own. What does your DNA sound like in its lightest and brightest and fullest? Allow it to sing through you now. Noticing that this spiraling DNA is suspended between the sun above you and the sun below you. And it continues to twist and spiral and unfold strand after strand after strand, too many to count, each returning to you your own innate divine power. As the goddess made manifest. I am the goddess made manifest. Your cells are singing. I am the goddess in human form. And I am awakening. And I am here to shine my light on this beautiful planet that is birthing itself anew from within. As you feel your greatness, your strength, your beauty suspended between these two beautiful suns in the cosmos, allow yourself to bring your attention to that gorgeous emerald planet that we all call home, witnessing it from where you are. She is undergoing a metamorphosis, a profound birthing process from the inside out. And there is something that she needs from you in this moment. Allow your innermost knowing to send whatever it is that she needs from your heart of hearts to our Emerald Mother now. Your mind may not know what this is, but your soul does. And as you intend it, it is so. You feel this profound collective transmission that you are a part of. Midwifing this new world through our mother, who is also you. Allowing yourself to perceive who this new world is that is being birthed through our Emerald Mother, Mama Gaia. Welcoming her with joy, with blessings, honor. This divine principle reverberating through you, as above, so below. As this new world is being birthed through our mother, so too are we being birthed anew. As if you were dropping down effortlessly through the celestial womb, allowing yourself to slide down from the place where you are in the cosmos, down through that great sun beneath us. Dropping down toward that new planet that is emerging, moving towards you as you are moving towards her. Allowing allowing your light to meet her light. Granting yourself the grace of beginner mind. You do not need to know in order to live here. You do not need to understand in order to take the next step that your soul calls you to take. All will be revealed to you in time. Allowing yourself to slide back into your body, which has been upgraded in all the ways that your light body has been. As above, so below. Merging back into your body, back into your body, back into your body. Starting to tap on your heart center, this energetic center of the body, to anchor in these changes. Can rub down your body, kind of awakening all of the cells to this altered reality that you have just called in. Honoring your body, your earthly vessel. When you're ready, you can have some water, blessing it with this gorgeous solstice sunlight as you take it into your own divine holy vessel.
And as we take a moment to land and bask in these new frequencies, feeling ourselves in that illumination from the sun and the solar logos, that divine emanation of creation, we prepare to close and solidify our ceremony through an anointment. And we remember that this solar logos, as it has manifested, has sometimes been known in history as the Christos, which is the anointed one. And so in closing, I have some spikenard oil here that 2,000 years ago, a priestess of the goddess, Mary Magdalene, used to anoint in relationship with that one. As we claim our own power, both as priestesses who through our devotion pave the way and welcome that solar energy, that Christ consciousness into the world, and then that aspect of us that is a manifestation of that solar logos, of that creator, of that infinite compassion of Christ consciousness in our own hearts. And so in this shared field where we are energetically connected in this fractal and holographic universe, may you feel the blessings of this spikenard throughout the channels that connect us. And I invite you, as I anoint, for us to make the glyph of the sun on our own heart. So beginning with that center point, making a point with your finger on your own heart. This divine center is that emanation of Godhead, pure potentiality and creation in its infinite and unbounded potentiality. Feeling ourselves connected to that center, and then drawing the circle, the circumference around that center, creating this ancient glyph of the sun that is us in relationship with the divine. That center point coming through and then radiating out and manifesting in each one of us. And we remember that Hermetic maxim that Godhead is that whose center is everywhere and circumference is nowhere. And so, as we imprint this glyph of the sun, of that divine creation made manifest through the union of God and Goddess in our own energy body and in our lives, we anoint ourselves as that Christos, as that solar logos found fertile ground on the earth plane to come into our own full expression of divinity and medicine and power, to be the priestesses and the midwives and the mothers of this new earth. And so it is.
Oh, it is. Thank you so much, North Star and Miriam. So, as we come back from that beautiful anointment and journey, just maybe giving yourself a little shake out, letting yourself come back to this time and space in our own places, whether that's outside, whether that's in our office or our studio or our comfy chair, just letting ourselves really come back in. And maybe we inhale and bring our hands up overhead for a moment, squeezing, elongating that nervous system, opening up those meridians. Nice and long, and then exhale, coming back to inviting that smile onto your face and allowing yourself just to notice how you walk the rest of your day with the goddess, with yourself, with the energies that we've just tapped into, and in how we've just been anointed, noticing how you walk through the remainder of this weekend, coming into solstice and through your summer. So notice any differences, those subtleties, maybe some grand changes, some thoughts come in, some aha moments come through. Allow yourself to maybe journal or sit with them for a little bit longer today. We are going to invite any reflections and questions to come forth if anyone wants to share anything from today. And if you wanted to unmute yourself, you can speak freely, okay? We thank you for being here. Definitely. Oh, Kristen, you're so welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful.
This was just beautiful. Thank you all so much. Everybody that was here. It's just divine. Thank you.
Thank you, Lilith. Gorgeous. And if there's no shares, if you wanted to pop it into the chat too, if that feels more comfortable for you, you can definitely do that. We also are open to any questions that you might have. We'll do a little Q&A for a couple minutes before we wrap up too, if you have any questions as well. And then we'll just do some last minute housekeeping if either of my sisters want to share. We do have our live membership as well as our membership that we do our ceremonies every month. By twice a month we go with the moon, every full moon, every dark moon. Beautiful, very powerful astral travel. That's beautiful, Julie. Yeah. Thank you. Wonderful coming together, Nicolette. Thank you for being here. Ah, beautiful. Oh, we're so happy that you were here, Dana. Thank you so much. Thank you. Beautiful. Alrighty. Well, sisters, we thank you for being here, for showing up for yourself too today, to being open to receiving and shifting and allowing the goddess to come through you and be a part of our ceremony today. So thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wanting to thank all of you and give gratitude and release the powers of the seven directions and all the elementals who supported us in our work today. And this sisterhood that we are in this precipice of birthing a new earth, and it comes through all of us, and our power is so exponentially greater when we come together. So thank you for showing up for yourself and each other. And if there are questions that come out in the coming days, all three of us are so available to hear what's up for you and would love to continue this journey together. So you can reach out via email. And we also have a free membership on our Circle community where there's chat boards for questions and discussion and reflections and a lot of free resources up there, in addition to the monthly membership that Sarah mentioned, where we cycle through the moon and really work on activating each of the energy centers along our grail. So please reach out in the future, and we hope to continue to connect and weave more tightly in the coming days and months and years as we cross this threshold to the new earth.
And we'll hold the intention for all who participated today or on the replay that the impacts of this work are integrated in a way that is gentle, manageable, and sustainable. And so it is.
So it is.
Thank you all. And so Circle is that community where you logged in for this, where you registered for this event. So please feel free to pop on there and post any questions, any reflections on your experience. We'd love to hear how this was for you and what came forth for you. Thank you.
And I can put in the, do you have to put in the chat? Someone asked about the membership. I think we have a direct link we can pop in the chat. Yep.
Perfect. There it is, Lillian.
Thanks, Lillian. Yeah, there's the link, and we'll also send out a follow-up to all of you. You have a free 14-day trial to engage with our dark and full moon monthly ceremonies and other offerings. Goddess Council.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'd love to see you there. Amazing. Zoe says, thank you. I don't yet have words to capture what just happened. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Zoe.
Thank you all.
Bye. Solstice blessings.
So much love,
Goddesses.
sisters.
So much love. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Nancy.
Bye, Suzanne. Bye, Lillian.
Bye. Thank you all so much.
Bye.
Oh, nice to meet you.
What an honor. Sorry, Nancy, I muted you. I can't unmute you. I can only ask you to unmute. That's my bad. Anyway, bye, Nancy.
We love you so much. So good to be with you.
See you later, Nancy. Big hugs.
Big hugs.